Alright, as you know, last year, if you watched my videos, you know that I gave predictions last year on how all teams were going to do in the regular season. And there were quite a few hits, quite a few misses, and that's okay. I'm doing the same thing again this year. Back in, I believe it was August, or before the season started, I gave my predictions. So here's how I ended up with my predictions. AFC East, Miami Dolphins, I said would go 5-11. They went 6-10. New England, I said would go 8-8. They ended up 13-3. New York Jets, I said would go 7-9. They ended up 8-8. Buffalo Bills, I said would go 3-13. They went 6-10. So out of the AFC East, I didn't do too bad. Miami Dolphins was close. New York Jets was close. Each of them were a game off. I was 5 games off on New England and 3 games off on the Buffalo Bills. That's okay. I kind of split that division. AFC North, I said that Baltimore would go 10-6. They ended up 12-4. Why? I'm surprised. I don't know. I think they're mediocre. Pittsburgh Steelers, I said would go 13-3. They went 12-4. Cleveland Browns, I said would go 4-12. They went 4-12. Bengals, I said would go 7-9. They went 9-7. So again, I did pretty good in the AFC North. I hit Cleveland Browns dead on. I had had a feeling. AFC Worst, or the AFC West, as it's called. The Chiefs, I said would go 12-4. Now the reason I said this was based on last year's performance. The AFC West is such a clusterfuck right now. It's pathetic. They went 7-9. I said the Denver Broncos would go 7-9. They went 8-8. I said that the Chargers would go 8-8. They went 8-8. I said the Oakland Raiders would go 9-7. They went 8-8. So you have 3 teams in the same division that all went 8-8. And as everybody knows, Denver butt-fucked their way into the playoffs because Oakland sucks. And San Diego Chargers don't know what the fuck to do. So I did pretty good, fairly good. With I think last year, I think I was off on the Denver Broncos pick. This year, I was off on the Kansas City pick. Next year, I might be off on the Chargers or the Raiders pick. Who knows? Fuck that division. They're garbage. AFC South. AFC South. Hey, no comments from the peanut gallery, goddammit. AFC South. Houston Texans, I said would go 7-9. They went 10-6. Tennessee, I said would go 5-11. They went 9-7. Jacksonville, I said would go 9-7. They went 5-11. Indianapolis Colts, I said would go. I said would go 11-5. They ended up 2-14 and in the suck for luck sweepstakes. Now this was kind of a hard division to call. Houston, I think, unless I pick them, I don't know. They're playing Cincinnati either tomorrow or Sunday. That's going to be a tough game to pick. I haven't put my picks in, and I'll be doing that real shortly here. Houston Texans, they're kind of a mediocre team, always has been. This is their first playoff game, and they've been a team for, God, I want to say about 15 years or so. Tennessee, I figured would do not as good because of all their controversy with Young and Jeff Fisher and all that garbage. Jacksonville's one of those teams that's hard to peg. They're extremely mediocre. They're high one year, they're low the next year, they're high, it's just up and down. As for the Colts, when I made my prediction, I had no clue that Manning wouldn't play. So, it happens. That was probably the worst prediction I made this year, I think. So on to the NFC. NFC East. I said the Redskins would go 4-12. They went 5-11. I said the Giants would go 9-7. They went 9-7. I said the Eagles would go 11-5. The Dream Team. They went 8-8. I said the Cowboys would go 8-8. They went 8-8. So I did pretty good in that division. With the exception of the Dream Team crumbling, I think I did pretty good on the NFC East. I'm more of an NFC guy myself, so I'm more in tune with their teams. My division, the NFC North, I said that the Bears would go 8-8, and they went 8-8. I said Green Bay would go 12-4. They went 15-1. Who knew? Who knew that they would be that good this year? Not even me as a fan could have ever expected that. Minnesota Vikings, I said would go 5-11. They shit the bed a little bit and went 3-13. They got some major problems. Detroit Lions, I said would go 10-6 and improve over last year, and they're now in the playoffs.
Yay,
I think
Lions.
they're 1 and done when they meet the Saints.
Yay, Lions.
They went 10-6. So again, I got 2 of them right out of that division. AFC worst or the NFC worst. For some reason, the West Coast just sucks when it comes to football. I don't know what it is about the divisions out here. Seattle Seahawks, I said would go 4-12. They went 7-9. Arizona Cardinals, I said would go 2-14. They went 8-8. Rams, I said would go 10-6. They went 2-14. San Francisco 49ers, I said would go 9-7, and they went 13-3. And again, the NFC worst is like the AFC worst. It's all over the board, man. It's really hard to predict. NFC South. New Orleans Saints, I gave them 11-5. They went 13-3.
Yay, Drew Brees MVP.
Tampa Bay, I said would go 8-8. They shit the bed and went 4-12. Panthers, I said would go 3-13. They improved a little bit this year and went 6-10. Falcons, I said would go 12-4. They went 10-6. So overall, I'd have to go back to last year's to see if I actually improved on any of my picks. I'm not sure if I have or not. I haven't really looked at it, and to be honest with you, I probably won't. I just don't have the time right now. But my predictions overall were fairly good. I mean, they're in the ballpark. I'm improving when it comes to predicting these teams. The more I watch football, the more I study these teams, all teams, I can just kind of tell. Like the Chargers. This is the second year in a row I've pegged them at 8-8. And I think last year they went either 7-9 or 9. I think they went 9-7 last year, and I pegged them at 8-8. So I wasn't too off the mark last year. I was dead on this year. Next year, my prediction will probably be somewhere around 6-10. They're keeping North Turner. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you ruining my video?
Keep going.
Yes. Don't be shaking your head. No. They're keeping North Turner and A.J. Smith. Fucking idiots. Yep. I'm probably calling out of 8 possible blackouts, I would say probably about 6 of them are going to be blackouts. I really believe that. The fans are just fed the fuck up. Except for the one behind the camera. And she's a stupid liberal and she doesn't count anyway, so fuck her. So anyways, that's all I got for this video, and I'll see you guys later.